Hello everyone, my name is Mohammad Yunus. I am electrical and electronics engineer. I have more than 15 years of experience in fire and life safety engineering and consultancy. And today I will present and explaining the NFPA 1 code assignment given by NFPA. So let's start. NFPA 1. The topic given by NFPA is the first topic is the fundamental requirement. Fundamental requirement means any new building or existing structure shall have to be follow the NFPA 1 code. It shall be constructed, it shall be arranged, occupied, maintenance or operate as per the NFPA 1 code, and it also have to follow life safety code 101. To be follow 101 also. And there is any local code, for example I am working in Saudi Arabia, so there is any local code, so we have to follow Saudi building codes. So that's it for this. The second topic is structural hazard. Structural hazard. For example, we have any structure. In this structure there is any hazard present, there is a wall damage, there is opening, there is a roof, there is a slab, anything, any hazard is present, any structural hazard are present and damage that. So AHJ, authority having jurisdiction, shall have to be required engineering analysis of this structure and determine there is any repair required for this structure or not. If there is any, after the engineering analysis there is a repair required, it shall be done as soon as possible to maintain the integrity of this structure. If any hazardous condition are present in this structure, ASJ shall have to don't permit open flame, any open flame or any other source of ignition apart from this structure. All listed equipment shall have to be installed in this structure if we are maintaining or repairing the structure. Next topic is owner responsibility. Owner, who is the owner? Owner, who is the building owner or representative or tenant or authorized representative from the owner side is called owner. So what is the owner responsibility? The owner responsibility shall have to be if there is any changes in the classification of occupancy. For example, this building used for assembly occupancy and we have to change it. This is for business occupancy. So the changes of occupancy, so the building owner or representative shall have to be notified to the AHJ. AHJ have to be required to the owner or designated representative to give us the certified result or any type of test report. This cost of this report or will not be bear by the AHJ, it will be bear by the owner, and this report shall have to be compliance with the NFPA codes. The owner building is considered, if building is considered is unsafe by AHJ, so the owner or owner representative shall have abate about this condition and have to be repair rehabilitation of this structure. The owner must ensure an accurate, up to date all the inspection testing requirement of fire protection and life safety system. Maybe AHJ shall be required this documentation anytime. So this shall be maintained all the document of full service or as per the NFPA requirement or as per the AHJ requirement. Next topic is fire prevention, inspection frequency. So fire prevention inspection frequency for the structure. for the structure. So the minimum interval or frequency required by the existing structure as per the NFPA code, as per the NFPA 1 chapter 10, there is a table 10.2.7.1. If there is a high risk, there is a high risk structure, medium or low type of structure. So how we will maintain? We have to be inspect yearly if high hazard is present. For medium, we have to inspect every 2 year. Low hazard, we have to get every 3 year. Or any critical infrastructure is present, there is any critical infrastructure, so then we have to go for as per the AHJ local authority as per the local authority requirement. When AHJ required fire prevention inspection shall be performed by approved third party, and this third party have to be required meet the minimum qualification, and AHJ shall have a alternative qualification requirement, which is this is acceptable by AHJ. And this section is not apply for the 1 and 2 dwelling unit or downtown. This structure for the frequency inspection is not required by dwelling unit. The next structure is building evacuation. Building evacuation means we have to leave the building in case of any emergency or any fire drill. So it is individual, everyone responsibility to be evacuate the building. When the AHJ have to notify everyone have to leave the building, so everyone have responsibility to leave the building. So every person individual have vacate the overcrowded premises when ordered by AHJ. Everyone shall have to be the building when a fire alarm system is activate. Fire alarm system is activate, then we have to evacuate the building as soon as possible. When there is a fire drill, we have to evacuate the building. And for non-emergency cases, individuals shall have applied the action for emergency action plan. Emergency action plan shall be approved, and this we have to follow in case of non-emergency. So why we require building evacuation? For when we require AHJ instruction, when there is a fire alarm system is activate, and follow the emergency action plan. What is fire drill? Now what is next topic is fire drill. What is fire drill? Fire drill is a planned exercise that simulate emergency situation where occupant practice safe and orderly evacuate the building, and when the fire alarm system is activate. The main purpose of this fire drill is to familiarize the pupil with in case of emergency and show the evacuation route. When readiness and quick response during the real fire, test the effectiveness of fire alarm system and evacuation plan. What we have approved, the emergency and drill, emergency egress and evacuation drill shall be conducted according to the NFPA code. This is different, depend on the classification of occupancy, business occupancy, assembly occupancy. So we have a different type of occupancy frequency interval. All fire drill shall be coordinated with the local authority. In Saudi Arabia, we have to follow the civil defense. The fire drill shall be planned according to the local authority and order to evacuate in order, not speed up. The fire drill shall have to be recorded. What type of record we have to be required? Number, what time, which date, and what time, evacuation time, and number of occupant have leave the building, and we have to count in the assembly point. So all the people are reach to the assembly point, and there is minimum people, 1 or 2 or 5 people, for example, have any problem, have to be blocked in any certain area. They don't know the evacuation plan, they don't know the assembly point. So this is a fire drill. After that, there is a emergency action plan. What is emergency action plan? Emergency action plan is a written plan which explain the pupil do the exercise in case of emergency like fire, chemical spray, danger situation is occur. The goal of this emergency action plan to keep everyone safe when it is needed, when it is needed, when it is needed. Emergency action plan is needed. As per NFPA 1, the building have to be emergency plan in which occupancy, a high-rise building, hotel, underground structure, special amusement park, assembly point, residential point. So this type of occupancy are to be required emergency action plan. Emergency action plan shall have to be include. There is a many steps. For example, have to be deal the procedure of reporting of emergency. For example, there is an emergency is happening. So what we will do in case of emergencies, we have to be activate first fire alarm system by manual call point, so everyone know that there is an emergency, or we have to call the security, call the number assigned by, for example, 911 in Saudi Arabia. So we have to call them and inform them there is a emergency. So this is the first point we have to be mentioning emergency action plan. Next point, occupant and staff response in case of emergency. How occupant and staff react in case of emergency. For example, the disabled pupil have to be, someone will have to give the help the disabled pupil to go back to the go back to the assembly point, leave the building as soon as possible. And next point is evacuation, relocation of the place in the procedure have to be mentioned. Next point, appropriate use of elevator. There is many elevator. In case of emergency, we have 5 elevator, for example. So there is an emergency, this elevator have shut off, but there is a particular elevator shall be used in case of emergency, and this is for firefighter use in case of emergency. This is designated elevator shall be used in case of emergency. So this shall be included in emergency action plan. Design and conduct the fire drill. This design and conduct the fire drills means the announce and unannounce fire drill. Sometime we have announced the Monday 6 o'clock we have a fire drill. So this is announced fire drill. Unannounced fire drill, suddenly we have to activate the fire alarm system and check the behavior of the pupil occupant, what they are doing in case of unannounced fire drill. Type and coverage of fire protection system. In this fire drill we have to use the, for example, fire extinguisher we have to use, for example, fire sprinkler system we have to be use, fire alarm system. And specific date, location and feature of security feature that shall be integrated with life safety system. For example, access system is integrated, so we have to be check this all integrated system. And CCTV system shall be checked. Design and conduct of life safety system, security, lockdown and other drill associated with fire drill. Other fire drills, for example, security drill, other drills shall have not at the same time of fire drill. We have to check this always, because if there is two drill in the same time, people will confused. And another point is operational feature that are to be integrated with voice alarm system, mass notification system. Verify all the feature of integrated voice alarm system. Check the notification reach to the fire department or local control center or local authority. Verify all the evacuation message and transmission of fire department connection of the signal, mass notification signal, and other item required by the local AHJ. So this is emergency action plan. Next point is open flame and outdoor. What is open flame? Open flame means that we have now winter is coming, Christmas is coming, New Year is coming. So many people are using the open flame in the balcony, inside the homes and outside the home. So this is open flame. Always AHJ shall have authority to prohibit any open flame or any firework, candle, recreation and cooking fire and other ignition source, and establish special regulation for use of this type of firework, smoking or use of open flame in circumstances such as conditions. So meaning of this statement, what is prohibit open flame, barrier, firework shall be when restrict smoking area, create special rules for open flame in this type. Why this is important? This is important because of reduced risk during hazardous condition like fire, emergency. We have to reduce the risk in case of open flame we are using. Outdoor open flame in hazardous area, always outdoor open flame will ignited or maintained in major fire area just like permitted by AHJ. What is the purpose? The prevent uncontrolled fire in area which type of dry vegetation, flammable conditions are occurs. Example, in high risk zone, the small compare fire need prior approval for the fire department. Next, cooking equipment and patio heater. Patio heater or portable cooking equipment are prohibited in the use of balcony within 10 feet of the structure permanently installed. Listed equipment shall be permitted as per the manufacturing instruction. What is the key rule of outdoor equipment? We have to outdoor equipment, for example grill, barbecue cannot be used store in this locations. So we have to follow, do not use in the balcony 10 feet of the structure. So we have not to use this type of patio heaters within the structure of 10 feet. Next, practical example of fire scenario, we have to check no grill or cooking appliance are in the balcony. Installation of patio heater, integral LPG container greater than 1.08 lb 0.49 kg propane gas must have to be compliant. It should be listed. It should be listed and follow the manufacturing instruction, meet the location requirement. It shall be used outdoor, so we have to be use always outdoor. Patio heater must be listed and used according to the manufacturing instruction. Patio heater cannot be placed within 15 feet around 1.5 meter from any exit, because if we use from any in assembly occupancy, reason why, prevent obstruction and reduce fire risk. There is a skylight antenna. The open flame devices like skylight and we have to be check practically why we have to unauthorized open flame device in this. We have to be hot work permit for this. We have to be when skylight educated about this. Next is stairway identification. Stairway. Why stairway identification is required? We have to, this is applicable for any enclosed structure more than 3-story building. Existing structure have more than 5-story building. Why we have to be required? Because of safe evacuation and safe firefighter operation. And this shall be special signage required for this stair identification, top and bottom. The signage required, for example this should be always visible. When we close the stairway door, this signage should be visible. All condition, the height of the size from the bottom of the around greater than 48 inch. The letter size should not be less than 1 inch of the stair ID, and floor number shall be greater than 5 inch. The location should be always visible, and this should be show that if there is access of roof, it will be visible. There is access. If there is no access of roof, should be maintained. There is no roof access, should be mentioned in the signage. There is a unwanted movement why we require, and sometimes we need directional signage also, because upward movement to reach the exit discharge there is a safe travel. Signage should be maintained in approved condition and should be permitted. Next is premises identification. Premises identification. Premises means any building have to be identified. All new and existing buildings shall have to be approved address number and shall be legible and visible from the street. And address number should be mentioned there. Minimum height of the address is 4 inch and minimum stroke width is minimum half inch for this premises identification number. This is same like stairway but should be visible from any street. Number can be contrast label with the background, shall be in Arabic or alphabet letters, shall be multi-tenant building, shall be individual identification in the manner approved by AHJ. Next topic is seasonal and vacant building. Seasonal and vacant building. There is many building are build up but are not used, they are vacant. So what is the meaning? Vacant building must be barricade and secured to unpreventive unauthorized entry, because to prevent the fire hazard, maintain safety. Seasonal building shall be compliant with fire safety during any operation period. Secured and this is owner responsibility for the vacant building, should have to remove all combustible storage, wastage and vegetation. It shall be locked or barricade and secure the building to be unauthorized entry. It shall be applied to seasonal building or temporary vacant. For it not be applied for the seasonal building or temporary vacant building, because if this is used for remodeling or rehabilitation or repair. For this, all fire protection systems shall be remain in the service, or if there is any fire alarm system is not working, it should be maintained, it should be restored as soon as possible. Inspection of fire protection system shall be maintained. If there is any fire protection system or alarm system is out of service for more than 30 days, this is inspection as testing should be required before restoring the before entering to the building, before using the building. It should be restored in the service. Why it is important? It is important because of the prevent of fire hazard in the vacant building. Ensure emergency system shall be functional, reduce risk of any arson or unauthorized entry. That's it from my side for this assignment. Thank you very much.